Welcome to another edition of Talk with Confidence. This is where we have inspirational conversations with inspirational people. Today, I have a truly inspirational guest in studio with us. His name is Ndivhuwo, Vhuatsha, and he's an entrepreneur and author of the book, The Praying Entrepreneur. Ndivhuwo, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Confidence.
Are you well?
I'm very well.
You're not nervous, are you? You look
at no. I'm okay.
Wonderful. Yes. How are you, brother?
I'm doing very well, and you?
Doing well. Looking very dapper there.
Ish, you need to try once in a while.
You look like an entrepreneur.
Yes, entrepreneurs, when you get there, they should see this can solve our problem. This guy can solve our problems. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, Ndivhuwo, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you come from.
Yes, okay, I'll just start with my names. I'm Ndivhuwo, by Ndivhuwo. I have another name, Ndubeni. And at home, my family call me Ravele, which is my late grandfather's name.
Okay.
Yeah, so they say you look like him. You are a leader. You are a people's person.
Wow.
That's where I get these traits from. Yeah. So my surname is Vhuatsha. Actually grew up in a village called Hamakita. It's in Hakutam. It's in Limpopo.
Okay.
That's where I grew up. I was raised by two parents. Lucky enough, I'm so blessed they are still alive to witness everything that is going on in my life. Yes, I'm from a family of five. I'm the second born. So I grew up in that village, Hamakita, and then I went to a public school which was just close by. It's a combined, so I did my primary and secondary there. So I only left the village when I was going to tertiary. That was my scapegoat at that point of time.
You escaped to the freedom land.
Yes. By profession, I'm an accountant, qualified accountant. I'm an entrepreneur now, a businessman. I'm a business consultant in my business as well, an IT consultant as well. So, entrepreneurship, when you're in it, everything just flows. You get to realize your potential. You get to realize the lot of things that you can do and a lot of problems that you can solve. So that's me in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, eh?
Yes.
So I see your company's name is Laughterison. That's a very interesting name. Can you tell us where does that name originate from?
Yes. Okay. I forgot to tell you, my second name is Laughter. I don't talk much about that name. Reason being,
where does it come from?
Yes.
What inspired that name?
Yeah. So I happened to have a chance to ask this year my dad and ask, why did you call me Laughter? And initially I thought maybe it's because instead of crying as a baby, then I just laughed.
You laughed.
But it happened that it's not that case. It happens to be something that has a meaning. So he says, laughter is a direct transition, or it's a synonym of Isaac. I'm like,
yes.
Really? Then I happened to even Google it, and it was true, And he told me about Isaac. He says Isaac was a miracle child, as we all know. Was a miracle child, so the mother couldn't conceive at a point of time, and she was old, and so the miracle happened, And then my dad was relating me to dad. Abraham was very, he was very happy when he got Isaac, right? So then he said, no, I was like him. So when I got you, I knew you are my miracle child, and the world, everything is going to change and turn around, and you bring laughter in the family. And then
and it's manifesting now, man.
Yeah, no, I can see, down 24 years now, he's still saying, I've seen it throughout, that you actually the miracle that I thought. Things have turned around, So, that's where laughter comes from. And then I started enjoying this name, because all the time when people discover that I'm Laughter, they will just laugh. They're like, hey, where's it coming from? So Laughterison. So that was my first company. I was like, no, I need to start creating legacy for my family and the future generation. But there must be a meaning.
Yes.
And then, you don't
must
just...
be depth.
Yeah. So you must understand where this organization is going, and you must understand as well that what does it mean for you. So I want to see in the future, when I see my office in Senten or somewhere, then when I see Laughter, also I want to have an understanding, and I can tell my child, that's what that means.
Yeah.
So laughter also, it just means laughter's prayer.
Yeah.
So also, I took the word also, the synonym of prayer.
Yeah.
So I realized a lot of my things, I've requested them. I've actually bowed down and prayed about them.
Yeah.
So even this organization, I know it belongs to laughter, and it will make a lot of people happy and laugh as well. But at the end of the day, it came as a means of a prayer. I asked for it.
Wow.
So that's why it's called Laughter Son. So it's an organization led by prayer. That's why, it will never back out.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice segue into the book, because the title of your book is The Praying Entrepreneur.
Yes.
What inspired the title, first and foremost?
Yes. Okay. I would say, in a nutshell, experience actually is the main reason that actually led to this book being led by prayer. So, foremost, the first thing that came in, it's prayer and then business. But as a businessman along the side, hence I said I'm a business consultant. So it gets to a point where I was solving my clients' problems, and to the point where they even suggest and say, can you write something? You have wisdom, you understand entrepreneurship to the point where if you can tell someone or someone can read about it, they can still follow your footsteps. But I realized there's a lot of things that we read in books. There's a lot of practical things that we know about running business. But there was a secret about how I run my business.
Yes.
And I realized not everyone was actually free to talk about it. I don't know if they are ashamed, but I realized this is my calling now. I must be proud of it because it works for me.
Yeah.
And I had to give my clients this secret, the secret of my success as an entrepreneur. That's why I said the praying entrepreneur, because the only thing that distinguishes me from the rest of the entrepreneurs is because I believe in prayer in everything that I do.
Yeah.
When I'm going for that deal, I know I can pray about it, but I also know there's practical things that I need to do.
Yes.
So I know I'm going to put my faith into action as well. But yeah, I think I've answered you. The praying entrepreneur, it comes from experience as an entrepreneur to say, yeah.
You've touched on something that I want us to delve deeper into, ne?
Yes.
And I think it's in the title as well, because even spiritually,
Yes.
from a biblical point of view,
Yes.
we are taught that faith without works
Yes.
is dead.
100%.
And you find there are many people who have a lot of faith. All they do is pray, but they never get into the action. They never do the practical things that will allow you to actually prosper. Somebody was saying that God says, "I will bless the works of your hands." So if there is no works of your hands, what is there for God to bless? So would you say that this is a meeting of the two worlds of faith and works?
Yes. Hence I said it on the conclusion of the book. I said, one shouldn't be too spiritually to forget the practical things that they need to do. You cannot bow down and say, God, please, I want to be a doctor, and yet not go and register for that course to do medicine and be a qualified doctor.
Yes.
So prayer doesn't at all prohibits you from doing what everyone is doing. That's where I would say as Christians, that's where we get things wrong, to think that we can spend 100% of our times in churches saying I receive. But yet the things that we want to receive are the things that we need to put some time on.
Yeah.
There's no shortcuts in life. Yet you'll find out there's people that they don't even spend much time at church, but yet they are very successful. And we as Christians, we admire them. They're like, how is doing it? Maybe God is not. No. Whatever that you put more time and your effort on, that's the thing that will manifest. That's what will grow.
Yeah.
You get it? Yeah. So if you are so spiritual, you'll be so spiritual strong, right? But if you're spiritual and practical, that means even the things that you want to achieve, practical things, then you'll be able to do them. If you want to be a pastor, yes, read the Bible, get to know the Bible very, very, very in depth, because that's your career. That's where you want to go. And God wants you to read the Bible to know Him better. You see, you're doing the practical part of things.
Yes.
Because if you pray, but you don't want to read the Bible, there's no way that the vision will come and read Isaiah for you or Psalm for you. You get it? So you need to get to the point where you do the practical things, which is reading and following as well. So I realized there's just a wrong belief where we think by just praying we can always get things. We think God can maybe create shortcuts for us in life, get us where we want to be without us applying the faith. So we must take it this way. We are spiritual to feed our spiritual soul so that it's ready and is active and is fearless to go and approach or face the real world, where now you are required to actually be practical on,
Yes, sir.
hands-on, and put your energy to things that you want to manifest, or you want to achieve.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
So, from an entrepreneur's point of view,
Yes.
what are the entrepreneurial activities that you are involved in? What are the services or products besides the book that you offer?
Yes, I happen to be a very like entrepreneur in this regard. I work with small upcoming entrepreneurs. So I start them from the beginning of making an idea into something real. You know, from there and to taking them to break the even point and start making profits. So I'm a business consultant. So I consult with someone who doesn't know anything about business, but they have expertise or skills and they want to start something. So I'm there to guide them until they make it. I'm also an accountant. So, you know, accounting, it comes at an trim in the middle. You need to start. For you to start recording transaction, there need to be money coming in. So now I'm just there to help them balance and make sure that they maintain their financials information well in a proper manner, so that they can easily plan. And as well, IT. I realized, especially nowadays, fourth industrial revolution is not an option anymore. So yes, I realized from my clients, I cannot add much value if I am not a mindful entrepreneur. If I don't look at what is actually happening now, I have to be relevant. So I also provide IT consulting services, which is getting them websites so that they can actually be seen, be available. You know, I said it in my book as well, and say nowadays if you're not on Google, it's like you're not even registered. You don't exist. You get it?
Yeah.
So so I wanted to put my clients as well in that space to say we need to be relevant. You need to have a website. You need to tell people about what you offer, because I realize there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of good products that are there, but the issue is they are not being, they are not being given the right exposure. People, they don't know that there's this service. People, they don't know that there's this product. So that's what I do in my business. It's just to help young entrepreneurs.
All right.
Yeah.
With the current COVID-19 pandemic, how has that affected your business personally, and how has it affected the businesses of your clients?
Yes. You just saw laughter in my... Okay. I was saying it previously, a few days ago in my birthday. I say, for every disaster or for every pandemic, there's those that benefits and there's those that suffers.
So you benefited?
I'm trying to say there's always something good in something bad. You get it? So yes.
They say don't waste a good crisis.
Yeah, 100%. So my business, honestly, my revenues just shoot up. So what I'm trying to say is, it actually gave an opportunity to my business. Because we've been preaching fourth industrial revolution for quite long. Get website. Yeah. And no one saw the use of it. Yeah. You know, it was just like, this guy would be just preaching. Yeah. But we could see the future. But now when it got to COVID-19, everyone was forced to, you were forced to have something going on the internet, Either it's Facebook, you were forced to. And at that point of time, that's where people realize, that guy was right with the website.
This is what they meant.
Yeah, this is what this guy... I even said it a few months before, and I said, I'm telling you that a website is 5,000 today, and yet you think, no, this guy is being unreasonable. I'm telling you, by the time you realize you really need a website to survive, it will be worth 100,000 rand. You see? And now they can see that. Now they started coming in. We need that. We need that. So for me, that became a very good opportunity for growth for my business.
Your business
and unexpectedly so. So it's one thing that even people in real world, you need to know that for every disaster or for every bad situation, every season that comes in, it doesn't only bring bad things,
There's an opportunity.
There's opportunities for you. The only thing that you need to do is you must be quick to adapt and be quick to look for positive things. Because if you focus on negative things, you're likely to fall on the negative eye and then think everything is breaking, everything is falling apart, even if it's not.
There's a I read somewhere they said in the Chinese language, no?
Yes.
They say the symbol, they use symbols, and I think they call it calligraphy when they write.
Yes.
So the symbol for for crisis, they say it has two elements.
Yes.
One element is danger, the other element is opportunity. So both elements exist in crisis. But a lot of people tend to look at the danger. They don't see the opportunity. So you looked at the opportunities, and it manifested for you, and it really worked out. Your business has gone, over the roof, through the roof.
Over the roof. It just flew. It's like there was just a pickup plane, and then computer was like, "Let's go up." But yeah, and you just said that it's very important that you know that it's not all the danger that says you must go back. When you see danger, you must ask yourself, do I have? So it's SWOT analysis, more like a SWOT analysis. Do I have the right strength to overcome this danger and get to that opportunity? So opportunities, they're always there, but the issue is, it needs courage, it needs faith, it needs those who are fearless to break through and get in those opportunities. There's no opportunity that is just stand alone.
Yeah.
Even honey. You don't just get honey as it is. The bees can come and you get it. It's because it's something that is valuable.
It's valuable. It's protected.
Yes. You see. Yeah.
Wow,
So
amazing.
that's
amazing. In terms of the process of writing the book.
Yes.
So obviously there was the idea.
Yes.
But for those aspiring to write a book,
Yes.
what was the process like for you? Take us through a synopsis of your writing journey from the idea to the tangible book that we hold today.
Yes. Okay, it's quite humbling how I actually wrote the book, but the most important thing is we have the outcome now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I wouldn't say I had all the resources to actually start writing a book. All I had was just an idea, but I had to come up with another idea of how to make this idea a real thing. Everything starts as a vision. Even a bridge, anything, it was once someone's vision, and then they build it. So writing, actually, at that point of time, I was using a public transport, which is taxis. And I happened to be the person who will sit down. You see, when the taxis are full sometimes, especially when it's rush hours, they'll be like, you can come and sit down here. So at that point of time, I used to get an opportunity sometimes it would be 2 hours drive. Then I'll be on my notepad, writing on my phone. I'll be just writing things. Sometimes I'll be looking at people going to work and be like, how to work and still run your business. All those ideas were coming
in that situation. Wow,
and then I'm like, what's the difference between profit and salary? Because I would realize a lot of people in the taxi, they don't even know what is salary. They don't even know what's profit. And yet they think money is only when you're having 9 to 5. So I was writing every time when I was going to work. I was writing in the taxi, and I think I realized one thing: everything happens for a reason. You are in a certain season because God knows at that point of time He wants you to be able to do certain things.
Yeah.
If I was driving my machine at that point of time,
your German machine,
my German machine, I don't think I would have the chance to have a notepad and be writing something. Honestly, I was not going to be able to do that. You get it? So that was just my time to be in that humble times where I just need to what? I just needed to be on a taxi, be driven, and then
and it built this.
And then it built this. We have an outcome now.
You remind me of a scripture that says, "Do not despise the days of small beginnings."
100%.
Because those small beginnings are actually what births the dreams that you have. They're actually what births the vision and the aspirations that you have.
Yeah.
Wonderful, man. If people want to get hold of the book, where can they get the book?
Yes. I preach Fourth Industrial Revolution. So yes. You can check. I have an online store. It's called Stay Homey. Stay Homey. Stay Homey. Homey is like my homie,
Yeah.
www.stayhomey.co.za. You will get the book there. There's just a catalog for award winnings because the book happened to be an award winning.
I forgot to ask you about it.
You'll see the book there. You can just order. It's a quick, fast, user-friendly process. You can order there. Or alternatively, you can check on Facebook, The Praying Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You can, on the page, request to order the book, or you can just get my number 076 70 34592. 076 70 34592. And then you can just contact me, and then we do a manual order.
Wonderful, wonderful. That is the award-winning. Get it right, award-winning. Ndivhuwo Vhuatsha, author of The Praying Entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur himself with a number of really good quality services. I'm one of the beneficiaries of his services, so I can vouch for him. He's already professional. Contact him. He'll take your business to the next level. Well, Ndivhuwo, thank you so much for joining us, my
All
brother.
right. Thank you very much, Say.
Wonderful.
All right.
You are watching Talk with Confidence, hosted by me, Confidence Sileme, right here on Global Conference Television. See you next time. Cheers.